Dear student, today's topic is equivalence class testing, which is one type of black box testing. In this method, input domain of a program is partitioned into a finite number of equivalence classes, and that the test cases for these equivalence classes is the representative value of each class, which is equivalent to test of any other value. Means we have to prepare only one test case for each class, and it is the representative test for that class. That is, if one test case is in a class detects an error, all other test cases in that class detects an error. Okay. So there are two steps required in implementing this method. First is the equivalence class are identified by taking each input condition and partitioning it into the valid and invalid classes. So how we will divide it into invalid and invalid classes? So for example, suppose the input range for the value is 1 to 99. Okay. So the equivalence classes are, first is valid class, which consists of the value from 1 to 9999. Okay. Next are invalid classes, which are less than 1, item is equal to less than 1, means all the negative values and 0, and the third invalid class is greater than 999. Okay, so there are three classes for this condition 1 to if the value of the variable is between 1 to 999. So first class is valid, that is 1 to 999, invalid which is less than 1, and second invalid which is greater than 999. Okay. Now generate the test cases using the equivalence classes identified in the previous step. Okay. This is performed by writing test case covering all the valid equivalence classes. Then test case is written for each equivalent invalid equivalence classes. Okay, and we have to test the conditions. So we will draw the diagram of equivalence classes like this. So it is having some input value, that value may be a valid or invalid. This is system under test, and these are the output. Okay. So for example, if you want to test a program which supposed to accept any number between 1 to 99, suppose a variable which take the value from 1 to 99, then the first class is any number between 1 to 99. Second class is any number which is less than 1, that is the invalid class. Third is any number greater than 99, and there is fourth invalid class also, if that input is not a number, so that is also a class. And according to that, we have to design one test case from this, one test case from second class, one test case from third, and one test case from fourth. Okay. Then next testing is decision table based testing. So these decision tables are useful for describing the situation in which a number of combinations of actions are taken according to the conditions. According to the conditions, actions are taken, and according to that we can design our test cases. So for example, these are the condition step, and this is the action step. So conditions are, there are three conditions, C1, C2, C3. Actions are 4, A1, A2, A3 and A4. So we will say that if your C1 is true, C2 is also true, C3 is also true, then action A1 and A2 is performed. If your C1 is true, C2 is false, C3 is true, means this, then your action A2 is performed. Okay, so like this we will take the actions according to the conditions. Okay, so the input for this is conditions and the output is the actions.